Hi guys, Mom and Kid here, coming to you again. Yes, Mom and Kid. Thanks, Scobby, for the shirt. I love it, dude. uh, how's everybody doing out there? So, welcome back to the opinion spot. Uh, I'm not really remembering what number segment we're on. I know we're getting close to 300, but yeah, just this is interesting because I saw a friend. I'll leave her link. I'll leave the link of her channel in the description, as well as her Facebook page and her page for her own comic, like Father Like Daughter. Uh, you know her, Comic Uno, but I know her as Cat. So, uh, hey Cat. Uh, she did a video not too long ago talking about who may take over the creative team wise for the Man Without Fear, one of my favorite Marvel characters, Daredevil. And I know we're all gearing up for the Netflix series tomorrow or whenever it comes on. They put it up on Netflix because I'm geared up. But I'm here and I told her. I said to her, I said, Kat, you know, it. I'm gonna respond to this because I always plan to do this myself, but now I can really kind of respond. I hate the fact that YouTube has taken off the video response things. I really enjoyed that. I really liked having video response because that really showcased. I wanted to hear what other people have to say. But let's talk about this. Right now, guys, on Daredevil, we have Mark Magic Waid doing the writing, and Mark, Mr. Waid, he just magic. He is writing Daredevil beautifully, and I love it. Um, Going back from prior to that, for all those who followed, we had Bendis and Malieve doing uh, Daredevil, and I liked Bendis's Daredevil, and Malieve's artwork was okay, was good too. But the thing about it was always is that it was kind of dark and gritty. It really felt like at that time Bendis Bendis really no Brubaker also did a couple of runs as well, but Bendis at times it really felt like Daredevil was really outside of the Marvel universe at the time. But the one thing I also like about Mark Waid's is the fact that he has given back Daredevil's smile in a sense. In a sense, that old saying, Daredevil lost his smile for a while, but now he's got it back. He's kind of lighthearted. It's still action packed and still has that essence of Daredevil, but Daredevil's smiling. It's not always gloom and doom with him. Sure he can't practice law in New York anymore. Now he has to. He can only practice out in San Francisco. He's out in San Francisco. He's got a girlfriend. He's foggy. Has to stay dead in people's eyes, but it's still kind of light-hearted and it's not as dark. But we all know good things come to an end, and Mark Waid's run of Daredevil will be coming to an end soon. And hopefully Marvel gets a good creative team to keep that Daredevil flow going. And here are a few of my choices for creative wise for Daredevil. Okay, I have actually, I believe, three choices. I believe, yeah, three. Yeah, could be wrong. But I got here. So let's talk about this. First off, I'm gonna start off with a choice that even another one of my friend Mr. J we talked about as well. Charles Soule. Mr. Soule has been really chopping his name in Marvel characters so far. Um, reason why I say it could work for Charles Soule is his She-Hulk run, even as though it was short, it was good in my opinion. The artwork could have been better, yes indeed, but the writing was good. And you got She-Hulk, who is also, gotta remember, She-Hulk is an attorney too, and he played that up well. Charles Soule is also putting his flair with the death of Wolverine, high selling, so he can go that dark and grittiness. Um, he's doing great on I guess people are reading Wolverines. Uh, I have a friend that's reading. He says he enjoys it. He's writing Inhumans, and he just wrote the first issue of Uncanny Inhumans. I thought it was great. Charles Soule has a good flair of mixing, good storytelling with a little bit of grittiness, but not too much. Not too much to really kind of say, okay, you're shoving in too much goriness and gritty, but he keeps it well balanced, which I like. Now, who could match well with Charles Soule's storytelling in terms of artwork? Um, I would love to see Salvador LaRocca, like another Jay and I said, Mr. J. We talked about too. Salvador LaRocca could match wits with Charles Soule's storytelling, and I would love to see him take on Daredevil. Um, if not Charles Soule, none other than Mike Deodato, one of my favorite artists. I think he can work so well with Soule's writing, and even somebody who's worked with Charles Soule, but even though it probably we don't know how long he would stay on it, but McNivens, Steve McNivens, I think would work well as well. So there you go. That's one. The other writer that I think could work well and take over Daredevil is none other than another writer who has showcased his style of writing along with his storytelling and showcasing. He makes these characters so good and showcases their true understanding of the character in a sense. He showcases that he these are not just quote unquote secondary characters, but he gives them a pedestal and they work well. There's somebody that I actually follow on YouTube as well, on Facebook, excuse me, Twitter, excuse me, and that's Mr. Nathan Edmondson. I think he can he's another one I think could work well with Daredevil. I even told him before, I was like, I would love to see you touch Daredevil. I think you could work Daredevil so well. Nathan Edmondson writes Punisher, I recommend. He writes Black Widow, I recommend. And he writes a sleeper hit of 2014 that everybody I talk to that reads it says, yeah, it is great. Deathlock. Match Nathan Edmondson's writing with Mike Deodato's artwork, you got magic. You got magic. I think he could definitely work very well as creative wise. Another writer, I think the way he writes Natasha, he does such a fantastic job of showcasing not just what Natasha is, but we get inside the mind of Natasha, how she thinks, what makes her tick. I love that. I love writers like that. That just doesn't showcase how good they are when they're in the field, or quote unquote they're being badasses. You know, he showcases how these characters think. That inner monologue, which I love. Same thing he does with Frank Castle. He really gets nitty gritty with the storytelling of these characters. Like I said, what makes them think, what makes them tick. And with Deathlock, man, he just continues to shine with that title. Uh, Now I'm trying to remember the last writer I thought. I had three. Yeah, the Mount Vernon Kid with an odd number. Yeah, I can't think of any more. But I'm trying to remember who else was it that I said. Uh oh God. Um. I, oh, that's it. If anything, I love Ed Brubaker to come back to write Daredevil. That was the other one, Ed Brubaker. I love Ed Brubaker, and I think I would love to see him come back, return to doing Daredevil for a while. But I think he's perfectly comfortable. The only problem I leave him for last is because I think he's perfectly comfortable with the indies right now. He's got very more creative control with his ideas. You know, he's doing Velvet, and you know he's so good with that storytelling of espionage and things like that. But definitely the two that I really think could take over Daredevil is Charles Soule and Nathan Edmondson. Don't No disrespect to Ed Brubaker, but I think he really prefers now more of the indie field now. He's with Image doing Velvet. I know he has some other projects that he does, but let's see. I think I could. But of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put it out here. This is we're gonna go four. Honorable mention or just need be mentioned. This is something that I would even take. Believe it or not, I would love a woman's take on Daredevil. I've been saying that for a long time. I like to see more female writers take over big name characters like Daredevil. And the writer that I have in mind, because I love her writing, is Margaret Liu. I think I would love to see her take of Daredevil, what she would do with Matt, and how she can put her flair, her style in it. I thought she did great with X-23. I thought she did great with Astonishing X-Men. The team that she had, loved it. Um, I think Margaret Liu could really give us a new flavor for Daredevil. So, but other than that, guys, those are my choices for new creative teams. I didn't give you a lot of artists, but I gave you a few that could work, that I think could work. Um, but the thing about it is, with artists, it's I don't want to play favorites and obvious. Like I said, I put Mike Deodato in there. He's so, I love his artwork so much, but he was just a fan favorite. He's a fan favorite, so I just put one in there. But uh, I would love to see McNiven's do it. Um, uh, Carlos Panchio, I think, could do good artwork. Uh, there's so many I think could work well with Daredevil, but the writers, those are my four writers that I think could do it. And other than that, guys, you tell me who you think could be a good creative team for Daredevil after Mr. Waid and Mr. Oh God, who does the artwork? Oh boy, I can't believe I'm forgetting the artist who does the artwork for Daredevil. I'm blanking out, guys. Brain fart. No disrespect to the artist, but yeah. See, I don't plan this stuff. It comes right off the top of my head, but I like that. That's my style. but he does good work too. But I would love to hear what you guys got to think. And as always, guys, this is the opinion spot where your opinion matters. Hope to hear from you real soon. And take care. Hope you enjoyed it, Cat.